Hey guys, it's Cormac here with another video tutorial in our long distance learning adventure. This time we're going to be drawing something I think most of you hold near and dear to you, your shoes. Going to be doing an observational contour line drawing of your shoes, and then you're going to be filling the background with some cool patterns, which by now I think we're pretty much experts at after all those Zentangles and doodles. Anyway, so what follows this beginning here is a video that was shot in the spring. You're going to watch me draw a boot. I'm being coached along by Joe McDivitt from the Santa Rosa Charter School for the Arts, as he kind of leads me through a three-step process that basically, guys, you learn this thing, you can draw anything. From shoes to flowers to people to mountains to whatever you might dream up. Going to add another piece to our process. The beginning is going to start out with a gesture, which is just getting the gist, just getting the piece on the page. So you're going to watch me do that with a light tool, and I'm going to follow up with the dark pen for the contour, and then I go into quite a bit of detail, more than we've done so far. But anyway, I think it's a pretty good tutorial. So follow along, watch, and I look forward to seeing your creations.
Here with Miss Cormac. Hey, kiddos.
Hey there, kids. You're going to see me right now be coached along by Joe McDivitt from the Charter School for the Arts as I draw a shoe from observation, doing a gesture drawing, proceeding to contour, and then working into details. Anyway, so here we go. Have fun with this and follow along if you'd like.
Purple and a blue. That's probably not what you. These would work.
Cool. So
Okay.
then the red one is the lighter color.
Yeah.
So that will be your gesture.
Okay.
So you can set your contour tool down. Now you have a boot in front of you. Arrange the boot at an angle that looks interesting to you on your paper. Or for sketching at least. Okay, so what you're going to do is grab the light tool. Hold it towards the end of that tool. If there was an eraser on a pencil, that would be the end. If there's none, it's just the butt end of it, the flatter end. Reminder that you're going to move quicker. Keep your tool in contact with the paper. You're going to move light and loose, and you want to give yourself maybe 30 to 60 seconds for the gesture of this.
30 to 60 seconds. You're a taskmaster.
I know,
Mr.
30 to
McDivitt.
60 seconds.
How can I do that?
You can. So when you're ready, get the gesture of that boot that's in front of you.
And again, I'm not going to be following outlines, but I'm going to be working the interior of this.
Yes.
Okay.
From the inside, working out up to about the contour, about the edge of it.
Okay.
And go.
All right. I'm trying to imagine the inside of this shoe here. Mr. McDivitt, I'm so unsure of myself.
You're doing great. Keep going. Let's talk more drawl.
Yeah, baby. Now I'm kind of getting into some of the details a little bit.
That's okay.
Are you okay with that?
It's a total natural progression. The more you do this, the more comfortable you are, the quicker you'll transition from gesture to contour. So don't stifle that. Oprah Winfrey told me not to dim my light for anybody. Keep with that.
Well, and you know, all right.
So when you are ready, you can switch tools and start working on your actual contour. Now you're going to start to focus.
Pen?
Yes, pen is fine.
Darling, do I need a pen?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to work on the outline now.
Okay.
You can pick your tool up. You can go from one side to the other side of your subject.
So I can pick it up
Pick and choose where you want to work and when you want to.
Okay, I'm going to allow my eye to just trail along these big, I call them hooks, visual hooks. These are nice areas to kind of trail my eye along and really watch the nuance of this line. I'm allowing my pen or pencil to really
These contour lines tend to be a little more precise, a little more thought out.
What? That's not thought
No,
out?
no. I don't mean yours
Dude!
aren't.
Come on, man.
I mean, in general, what Miss Cormac is doing are more precise lines that really start to follow the details of the subject.
Am I holding this correctly, Mr. McDivitt?
Absolutely. You'll work your way down from the end to about midway, or when you're really comfortable, you'll hold it the way you do when you're writing.
Okay. You know, I'm kind of doing what I would call almost like a semi-blind kind of approach, keeping it pretty loose here. Now I'm going along here. I'm kind of self-conscious right now because I haven't done this in a while.
See, students, even teachers get self-conscious.
Yeah. Part of me just wants to phone it in on the laces.
Dude, you know what though? It's not a bad thing to pick up that previous gesture tool. If you get to something that's really detailed, like those laces are more challenging and more detailed, and there's more contours than just the rubber sole on your boot. So you can go back to that previous tool if that helps, because you have such a better basis.
Can I do a little bit of shading here?
Absolutely. Please do. If you have
As you can see, I've kind of come back in and I'm kind of adding some details and some values in there, here and there. Yeah, there's a big...
It helps too to get some of the cast shadow from the
Right,
boot onto the
okay.
surface. It'll
All
really
right.
give it some weight,
Right.
and it'll make it feel even...
It won't be floating in space,
Yeah.
right? I never really put my darks down until the end, just because that's the way I like to operate. Because once you get the darks in, it's really hard to go back.
Yeah.
To the
One of the
light.
tools I use also, one of the tricks I use is to squint when I get to the shadows. If you squint, like a half squint, half closed eyes, what it does is it removes all of the details on your subject. And what you're left with are the
So that's
extreme
why
highlights.
artists squint, because they're looking at things like that,
Yep.
right?
Then you're left with nothing but the extreme highlights and the extreme shadows. And it's a good way to get kind of general form.
Okay. Let's see here. Where's that? Yeah, you can drive yourself bananas trying to get every... You know, I'm not worried about being exactly right. If I was worried about being exactly right, I would have, like, given up a long time ago,
No,
right?
you would never, Mr.
Never
Mac,
give up?
Never give up.
Never give up. Mr. McDivitt, I don't know, man.